Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Peace Talks. I'm your host, Oluwabukola Koka, and on today's episode, let's talk about the truth in turmoil, misinformation as a weapon in modern conflict. Yes, in our interconnected world, the spread of misinformation is increasingly becoming a significant factor in fueling conflict and societal divisions. But first, I'd like to say a really big thank you to all my listeners out there for your time, engagement, and responses, as they are highly appreciated. In recent years, we've witnessed how false narratives can escalate tensions, influence public opinion, and incite violence. Whether it's through social media, traditional news outlets, or word of mouth, misinformation can spread like wildfire, often faster than the truth. So, what exactly is misinformation? Simple. It refers to a false or misleading information that spreads regardless of intent. Whenever it's shared with the intention to deceive, we call it disinformation. But know this, both can have devastating effects, especially in conflict situations. Now, let's start by examining how misinformation operates. Social media platforms have become breeding grounds for false information. Algorithms tend to prioritize sensational content, often leading to the viral spread of misleading narratives. Take the recent elections in Nigeria as an example. During the campaign, we saw an influx of fake news targeting candidates and spreading unfounded rumors. This not only polarized the electorate but also led to tensions that could have escalated into violence. Misinformation exploits our cognitive biases because we tend to believe information that aligns with our pre existing beliefs, and this confirmation bias can deepen divides. Yes, when people are exposed to misinformation that resonates with their views, they are less likely to accept opposing perspectives. The consequences of misinformation in conflict situations can be dire because it can lead to mistrust among communities, exacerbate existing tensions, and even incite violence. Now, here's a case study. Consider the role of misinformation in the Rohingya crisis in Myanmar. False narratives about the Rohingya community fueled hatred and violence, leading to a humanitarian disaster that displaced millions. Now that we understand the dangers of misinformation, how do we combat it? Here are a few strategies. 1. Promoting media literacy. Of course, educating the public about how to critically evaluate information sources is crucial. Schools and community organizations can play a significant role in this. 2. Fact checking initiatives. Of course, I said it. Supporting independent fact checking organizations can help counter false narratives. Platforms like Facebook and Twitter can partner with these organizations to review misleading content. 3. Encouraging open dialogue. Creating spaces for respectful conversations can help bridge divides. When people feel heard and, seen, they may be more open to considering their beliefs. Now, here's a call to action. As listeners of Peace Talks, I encourage you to be vigilant about information that you consume and share. Verify sources before sharing news, engage in conversations with those who hold different views, and promote truth and understanding in your communities. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to hear from you. Have you encountered misinformation that affected your views or your community? How do you think we can better combat these false narratives? Feel free to reach out on social media or leave a comment on our website. Once again, thank you for listening, and until next time, stay safe and keep the peace. Bye.